Now, I probably shouldn't be allowed out on my own. I should have a nurse with me to keep me in check, to make me behave, because I had a very clear and simple objective. I am building the chassis for a very small locomotive, and I need a vice to hold these little bits while I file them square, and that's all I needed. Absolutely everything I need today. So I went out and I went to the hardware shop, and very pleasant lady in there. I said, "Have you got any vices?" "Yeah, we won't go into the answer." And she said, when I eventually explained what sort of vice I wanted, she said, "No, ever so sorry." So I walked up the road and I went to a shop that I thought might have some, and no, they didn't. And I went to another shop much further up the road, and the lady in there said, "Yes, we've got these." So I bought this little vice, which should do what I want it to do when I've screwed it to the bench and so on and so forth. But, and this is where life becomes disorganised, I had to go past the Salvation Army charity shop. I had to go past it. I didn't have to go in, but I looked in the window and a lady came out to me. A lady, how shall I put this, of moderately advanced years, and she was very sweet, and she said, "Do come in," she said, "we don't bite." So I went in and I had a little ferret around in the shop, as you do, and then I found things. Now, some of these things I was very pleased to find, because these are going to get used over and over again. What we have here on the Brunswick label is Bing Crosby singing "Silent Night, Holy Night." Well, we're coming up to Christmas. That is going to get played along with Adeste Fidelis, and we might play Bing Crosby, "My Girl's an Irish Girl." We certainly will play "Galway Bay." Never a dry eye in the house when you play Galway. If you ever go across the sea to Ireland. Enough of me. Bing does it better. What else did we get? Oh, Paul Robeson. I absolutely love Paul Robeson. He has a beautiful voice, a deep voice with a wonderful, what's the posh word? Timbre? Anyway, Sleepy River and Song of Freedom. That will get a play for certain. Oh, Bing Crosby, Birth of the Blues. The Waiter and the Porter and the Upstairs Maid. Bing Crosby, Mary Martin and Jack Teagarden. I'm not sure that we want that one necessarily. That could be a little bit racy, couldn't it? Could offend a few people. On the Columbia label, Eddie Calvert, the man with the golden trumpet, "Oh Mine Papa." And on the flip side, Mystery Street. Never heard of it, but we'll get to hear it later. I'm sure of that. Back to Bing Crosby. Mexicali Rose. And on the flip side, Let Me Whisper I Love You. Might have to be careful who I play that to, but I got this one purely because of the record label, or the sleeve label. Look at that. Brown's Wireless and Gramophone Stores, 41 Broadway, Leigh-on-Sea, which means that I walked past the shop which incidentally now is a coffee and patisserie shop in Leigh Broadway. But that's enough of that. If you want to hear any of those, if you want to pop round later, we can wind up the gramophone and we can do things with these. But if you are going to sit and listen to these records, you're going to have to file down some very small pieces of metal, because this ain't going to build itself, is it?
Mexicali road, stop crying, I'll come back to you some sunny day.